Hi, I'm Noah, and I'm willing to bet that you like eating chocolates. In his store, there are many different brands of chocolate to choose from. Before you buy chocolate, stop. Better check the bar. Let me explain what I'm talking about. The chocolate we eat comes from a long way around the world. 90% of the world's cocoa is grown on small family farms in Africa, Asia, and South America. There are about 6 million farmers who earn their living from growing and selling cocoa beans, but being a cocoa farmer is not easy. Cocoa is a delicate crop, and farmers work hard to protect it from pests, winds, and disease. Climate change has brought more storms and bad weather that puts healthy crops at risk. But these farmers gain very little profit from the cocoa trade. Low prices due to overproduction have a negative impact on farming. The price of cocoa has slumped in recent years despite high demand. This means that some cocoa farmers are forced to sell their harvest for far less than what it's worth. Farmers' incomes cannot keep up with the rising costs of production. Some barely make enough to feed their families. One cheaper solution in some developing countries has been child slave labor. The International Labor Organization says there are 250 million child slaves. 250 million child slaves working to produce items like coffee and cocoa. This is very hard and very dangerous work, and they often live in terrible, terrible conditions. Children as young as 6 years old must use chainsaws and razor-sharp machetes to cut down cocoa pods. These children are often forced to work from sunrise until sunset and do not attend school. This is illegal and violates international labor law. But wait a minute, what does all this have to do with the chocolate we buy from the store? Everything. As consumers, we have the power to choose what we buy, how it's made, and where it comes from. In the case of chocolate, we can also choose which farmers we support. That's why you better check the bar. I'm talking about this symbol. This is the Fairtrade International symbol. It is only on chocolate that is Fairtrade certified. This means that the chocolate contained in the bar comes from farmers who are receiving a fair price for their products. It also means that it was made without any connection to illegal child slave labor. Fair trade is about guaranteeing a better deal and fair terms of trade for farmers. It also protects farm workers' rights to be safe and healthy. Fair trade gives these farmers more control over their futures by investing in their communities and their small business operations. Fair trade certification does not allow GMOs and limits the use of chemicals. By making cocoa farming more sustainable, fair trade is better for the environment. When you buy a chocolate bar containing the Fairtrade symbol, you are vastly improving the lives of farmers, their families, and their communities in developing countries. Buying Fairtrade chocolate bars is a way of supporting farmer cooperatives. As stakeholders in cooperatives, farmers are better able to negotiate fair market prices for their cocoa. For most Fairtrade goods, the cooperative receives a Fairtrade minimum price that covers the cost of sustainable production in that region. The minimum price protects farmers from sudden drops in the market prices and promises them a stable income. Cooperatives also receive a fair trade premium. This is additional money to use as they see fit. Farmers themselves decide how to use the premium to improve schools, hospitals, roads, bridges, or anything else important to them and to their community. Remember when I said, better check the bar? You're looking for this, the fair trade symbol. It is used around the world. It might look different in some countries, but the meaning is similar. When you buy chocolate containing the fair trade symbol, you are using your power to make the world a better place. You are connecting with the farmers who work hard to grow the product in a responsible and ethical way. Now this is one of my favorite chocolate bars, Dairy Milk, made by Cadbury. See? It's got the Fair Trade logo on it. Since Cadbury started making Dairy Milk bars with Fair Trade chocolate, they have tripled sales for the Cocoa Farmer Co-op in Ghana. Cadbury has also opened up new opportunities for thousands of farmers in developing countries to benefit from the fair trade system. By making dairy milk a fair trade product, Cadbury instantly doubled the amount of fair trade certified chocolate sold in Canada. It also made fair trade chocolate easier and more affordable for everyone to find and to buy. So when you are craving a treat,
Better check the bar!
hey, is this chocolate fair trade certified?
Better check the bar!
There's only one sure way to know you're helping farmers.
Better check the bar.
Enjoy chocolate that tastes good and makes you feel good. But first,
Better check the bar.